guys, guess who? Scrappy Stuffy. How's everybody doing tonight? I am here in the late night. It's actually after 1 a.m. in the morning, and I've been up piddling and just having some fun doing some little scrappy stuff. And I wanted to share a quick little project, a couple little cards that I made. I used one paper pad for all of this. It is Heidi Grace, and it is from her Sun Showers pad that I picked up a Tuesday morning, probably about a year ago. It's a gorgeous pad. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is probably an older pad. I don't see a year on it, but I'm sure it is an older pad. It's a color box. I didn't realize that. Anyways, I made a couple of thank you cards, so I just wanted to share real quick. I made both the envelopes, and the good thing about using double-sided envelopes, or double-sided paper, excuse me, is that when you make your envelopes, you have the automatic inside. You know, some people will cut out and make their own envelope inserts, but when you use double-sided paper, it comes automatic. I made these with the paper punch board, the envelope punch board. But you can make envelopes, and I may do a tutorial on that. You can make envelopes pretty easily without. Actually, I think I did show that maybe on another card video. How to make envelopes, but I use my punch board pretty much exclusively. I make most of my envelopes. Unless I use an already made card base. So this came from a piece of paper that stretches 5.5 by 11 inches. And that's the back side of it. It is scored at 1.5 inch, 3 inches, 5.5, and 8. And then I have just cut down some cards. I think these cards were, the width is 5.5, so I believe the card was 4.5 or 4 inches. And then this is 2 inches, I believe. And so basically, this is the card. Get this in view. It's just a quick little thank you card. I used 2 different cards here. Here's a background here, and it's a long ways. And then I applied the second card, which is the yellow card. I used, or it's actually just, a piece from the paper pad, and it's been inked. I used a hexagon punch so that you can kind of see a little bit of the paper underneath. And then I took another scrap from the pad and used my corner chomper to give it the ticket stub effect. And I believe this is a Stampin' Up! Stamp. And then this is a Stampin' Up! Stamp that, let me see if I can show you the shimmer. I have added some Perfect Pearls to. As soon as I stamped it, it's a dye ink. As soon as I stamped it, I brushed on some Perfect Pearls to give it that kind of shimmer. And then I used a Deco Runner with clouds just at the bottom. So that is a really cute little thank you card. And then the other one is also a thank you card as well. And it's the exact same layout as far as the dimensions. Again, I made my own envelope and with the punch board, and 5.5 by 11. And I cut out a little square from the pad, and I stamped with a Stampin' Up! Stamp. You Made My Day. I used some Perfect Pearls as soon as I stamped it, just to give it a little sheen there. And I used my corner chomper. The second page is the same. I used a long sheet and then a shorter sheet, and from the same paper pad I took a heart punch and I punched out a piece of the cardstock that just happened to have a heart on it, and I used a little pop dart. And this sticker, I may end up taking this sticker off just because it says, "May the God of hope fill you with joy and peace," but the joy and peace is in red and you can't see it very well as you trust in him. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that on there or not. and it's just thank you. And the one thing I wanted to say, and I think I've mentioned this in another card video, is don't be afraid to mix and match your patterns, especially if they come from the same pad, because they, especially within the same pad, they tend to coordinate. And as long as your patterns complement each other, there's no reason why you can't use a pattern on a pattern. So, and there's the back side of that. Look at these cute little snails. Isn't that too cute? So just wanted to share that quick little project. It didn't actually, for both of those cards, it probably took me an hour. And then the only other thing I wanted to show you guys is this is the coolest thing ever that I bought at a flea market today. Let me show you this. So I'm going to write the word hide. This is an electric eraser. This is like the laziest tool ever. Like, why would you have this? And that's exactly why I bought it, because who would ever thought of an electric eraser? So here's the deal here. You put it on and it's supposed to be effortless. Is that not too stinking funny, cute, lazy, all rolled into one? This was $2.99, and I bought it at a flea market, and it came with a bunch of erasers. And the only reason I bought it is because I thought that is too stinking funny that they actually make a machine that eliminates your hand doing like that. I just thought that was so funny. My son saw it and he's like, Mom, that's like the laziest thing ever. I said, I know, and that's why I had to have it. So that's it. I've got several projects in the works. I am still working on my altered book. I've got a few more pages done on that. I am making a mini album. This was an old recipe, really thick recipe book kind of, and I've taken it apart and I'm using a Tim Holtz. I don't remember the paper pad right off the bat, but it's the one with all the flowers and the birds and the nests and the eggs, and anyway, nests and eggs. Hey, there you go. So I'm going to make a little mini book of that. And then I'm working on, I don't know if you guys remember, several months ago I showed a calendar that I had bought for 50 cents at a flea market. And I said I wanted to make a chipboard album out of it. So this is the beginning. This will be my front page. This was the album, the calendar, and then all the images in the calendar in the album came from the calendar. I used a Paper Studios paper for the background, really a lovely pad, and it's all buried underneath some other pads, so I'm not going to dig it out. But anyways, I have all my pages put together. I will show you what I have here if I can get to it. So I have all the pages put together. I have them inked. I have all the everything done, but I just don't have any. I don't have it put together. I don't have any embellishments. I don't have any pockets. I don't have anything else done. I just have the base. So that is a project that I'm working on. And then I am, let's see, I mentioned my altered book. I'm also working on a family fabrications album. And then I recently bought a shadow box from Seven Gypsies that I'm going to alter. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do a Christmas or what, but I have so many ideas, guys. You know how it is. I just have so many ideas, and my problem is I go from one to the other. I don't finish one before I start to the next one. I actually go from one to the other. So I guess it's okay, but the result is it's taken me a long time to get projects done. But anyways, just a real quick share. I wanted to show you guys these little cards that I've made, and just to encourage you not to be afraid to mix and match your patterns, and especially if they coordinate, they'll look really good. So everybody have a good rest of the weekend, and I will catch you all the next time. Night night.